Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my fifth lesson of D2, chapter number 3, exercise 3A, that is about expansion of algebraic expressions. Now, what are the algebraic expressions and how to expand algebraic expressions, and what are the rules of integers? You should have good command on these all answers because these questions are really important for understanding of this lesson. For all those who are not clear about these questions or those who have missed the class or joining us late, for all these students, I'm giving the link of the lesson in the description box. You have to watch that lesson carefully for understanding of this lesson because lessons of mathematics require continuous integration and practice of the previous lesson with the new lesson. Let's move to question number 7, and question says that expand each of the following expressions, and the first part is a plus 1 into a minus 9. Let's go for the solution of the question. First of all, we have to expand, and we know the meaning of the term expand, that we have to remove the brackets. Like I have to take first term of the first bracket and I have to multiply with the whole of the second package or whole of the second bracket. So the question will take the form a into a minus 9 plus, then what I have to do, I have to take the second term and I have to repeat the process with the second bracket plus 1 into a minus 9. Now what we have to do, again we have to apply distributive property, that we have to multiply this number or letter which is outside the bracket with every term inside the bracket. Okay, be careful. I hope we have done enough practice about this concept, and the question will take the form a multiplied by a is a square minus 9a plus a, 1 multiplied by a is a, and 1 multiplied by 9 is 9, with positive sign with multiplied by negative sign will give me minus. Now I have to look at the like terms, like 9a and a are the like terms. So what we have to do, we have to first solve them according to their signs. Okay, and it will take the form a square minus 9 plus 1 will give me minus 9 plus 1 minus 8a and minus 9. Okay, I hope you are clear about this question, and let's quickly move to the second part of the question, that is b minus 2 into b plus 7. Okay, I hope now the rule is very much clear, that I have to take the first letter or number of the first bracket and I have to multiply it with the whole of the second bracket, b into b plus 7, minus take the second number of the first bracket and repeat the process, 2 into b plus 7. Very easy step. And now again, as I have to expand, so I have to make my expression free from brackets. So again apply distributive property, that multiply this number or letter which is outside the bracket with every term inside the bracket. Okay, take the bracket as a package. Okay, now when b will be multiplied by b square, b will be multiplied by b, it will become b square plus 7b minus 2b, and 2 times 7, 2 times 7, read the table, and minus 14. Okay, plus sign multiplied by minus sign is minus. Okay, let me double check it, plus 7b minus 2b and minus 14. Again we can see that question is containing only one square term, one constant, but we have the like terms for b. So what we have to do, we have to first solve them, simplify them carefully, and the question will take the form, look, 7b and 2b, 7 has the positive sign and 2 has the negative sign. So what we are going to do is b square, we have to subtract them, we have to take away 2 from 7, and it will become 7 minus 2 is 5b and minus 14. Okay, I hope you are clear about this question, and let's quickly move to the next part, and the next part is c minus 5 into c minus 6. Okay, there is the trick as well, that what we have to do, simply whatever is the number or letter written at this place, write that letter with part 2, then add up the constants with their signs, like 6 and 5. When I'm going to add them up, that will give me minus 11 with the variable c, and multiply the constants. 6 multiplied by 5 is 30. Okay, and let's have the experience by actual multiplication, whether we'll be getting the same answer or not. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to take c, and we have to multiply it with the whole of the second bracket. Okay, c into c minus 6, c minus 6, and minus, then I have to take 5 into c minus 6. Okay, now what we will be doing, again we have to apply distributive property, that the number or the letter which is outside the bracket has to be multiplied with every term inside the bracket. This is like this. Okay, now when c will be multiplied by c again, it will become c square. 6 multiplied by 1 will give me 6c minus 5c, and minus multiplied by minus will be positive, and 6 times 5 is 30. Okay, now it's the time to decide the like terms and solve the like terms. C square doesn't have any friend here. 30 is the constant. It's also alone, but if we look at c terms, we are having two c terms. So what we have to do, we have to solve the like terms, okay, carefully, and this will become c square, and 6 plus 5 is 11. This is 11c plus 30. Okay, this is the answer that we are getting after complete and the proper multiplication. But if we look at the trick, we can see that we are getting already this same answer, c square minus 11c plus 30. So I hope you will be learning this trick as well in order to check whether your working is correct or not. Okay, moving to D part of the question, and the D part is 3d plus 1 multiplied by 5 minus 2d. Okay, it's always good to rewrite the question, so I will be writing the question again for my students, and I'm going really slow for these lessons in order so that my new and young students who are joining us in these days can understand this lesson easily. Okay, now take first term of the first bracket and multiply it with every term of the second bracket, and repeat the process. And the question will take the form 3d into 5 minus 2d plus 1 into 5 minus 2d. Now again, as we have to expand, so what we have to do, we have to remove this bracket as well finally. Okay, and apply distributive property once again, that the number which is outside the bracket, that has to be multiplied with every term inside the bracket. Okay, or the second this bracket has to be taken as a package. Okay, 5 times 3 is 15d, and 3 times 2 is 6, and d will be multiplied by d, it will become d square plus 5 minus 1 times 2 is 2 and d. Okay, now what we have to do is 15d minus 6d square plus 5 minus 2d. I have to rearrange my expression, and I have to write down the like terms together. Minus 6d square plus 15d minus 2d and plus 5. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to solve the like terms. Okay, like 15d and 2d, they are the like terms, so I have to solve them in the beginning. Okay, So the question will take the form 6d square and 15 minus 2. Coefficients have to be solved together. This is 13d and plus 5. Okay, and let's move to the next part of the question quickly. That is 1 minus f into 7f plus 6. Okay, it's always good to rewrite the question. So I've written the question for you, and now as we have the less space over here, so I will be moving towards this side, but I will always advise, and I'm always asking to my students that not to displace your working has to come under each other. Okay, so the question will take the form that I have to take 1 and I have to multiply with every term of the second bracket, and same for the second term. The first term of the first bracket is 1, and that has to be multiplied by the second whole bracket. The second bracket has to be taken as a package, and then minus f into 7f plus 6, 7f plus 6, and now again apply distributive property carefully. Okay, then multiply this f with every term inside the second bracket and over here as well. Okay, now 1 times 7 is 7f plus 6 minus 7 into f dot f is f square and minus 6f. Okay, 7f square and minus 6f. Now what I have to do, I have to rearrange the expression, and we have to write down the like terms like 7f and 6f minus 6f together. Okay, and plus 6. Now we have to solve the like terms according to the operations and the signs that they have. Okay, these are the like terms. Okay, and now what we have to do is 7 minus 6, 7 minus 6, and this is 1, and the question will take the form minus 7f square plus f, and this is 6 plus 6. Okay, I hope you are clear about this question, and let's quickly move to the last part of this question, that is 4 minus 3h into 10 minus 9h. Okay, let's quickly apply distributive property. Okay, before that I have to write the question. 4 minus 3h into 10 minus 9h. Now apply distributive property carefully, and I have to multiply this first bracket with the second bracket completely, and the question will take the form 4 into 10 minus 9h minus 3h into 10 minus 9h. Okay, now again remove this bracket, and the question will take the form. Okay, read the table of 4 10 times, or table of 10 4 times. 10 times 4 is 40, minus 4 nines are 36 h, minus 10 threes are 30h, and now minus multiplied by minus will become positive 27, and this is h square. Now rearrange the expression. 27h square and minus 36h minus 30h plus 40. Okay, now solve the like terms with respect to their signs. Okay, and do not forget the rule of integers. This will become 27h square. 36h and 30h both have the same sign, and this is a negative sign, so I have to mark this sign here, and then I have to add up these two numbers. 6 plus 0 is 6, and 3 plus 3 is 6, h plus 40. I hope you are clear about today's lesson. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.